Hey everyone, Mherex here, bringing you another video. We're on my account and we're gonna do something, or I'm gonna do something a little bit different. We'll see if you guys like it. So, you guys know I didn't really care for Liv when she came out, and then when I got the Green Royal Rumble and the Maze Crown, I found a build that I really liked because I could two-click with her, it flowed, and it just hit hard enough and was really good. So there's the new plate that came out, and if you did well in stipulation to her, you finished in the top 100, you got it. So I did get it. That makes 30 wildcard gems at the end of your turn. What I want to do is run my Live a bunch with the Green Royal Rumble plate like 3-4 times, and then we're going to switch and put the Ring of Royalty on and see if that's better. I haven't really tested the plate yet. Actually, I haven't tested it at all. So this is kind of me sort of testing it on Live, but also letting you guys see the damage comparison. So the plate will be the most effective or the best on people that have an all gem damage boost, not a specific color. So like Powerhouse Hogan, Showboat Goldberg, and in this case, like Liv are some examples. Increase the damage of all your gems by 225% for one turn on the finisher. I do have tier 6 medals on because this is my Liv and she's set up. That doesn't really matter. We're not looking at how hard she hits here. We're literally going to compare her damage before and after the plate, and also see how it interacts with Maze Crown, because part of the reason I like Maze Crown with the Green Royal Rumble is all the gems go out at the same time. There's not multiple chuckings, which slow it down, right? So we're going to see how it interacts, and if I'm going to leave it there and that sort of thing. I could just as easily have tested this on the CC account without wasting a plate swap, but I'd much rather use my account when I can. My plate swaps reset soon. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of variance in Live depending on how you cascade. That was a decent cascade. I hit for 114 million, right? So if you're watching, kind of keep along, and I'll write it down actually. 114. I'll just kind of run like 5 probably matches and then see what we hit for gem damage on the finisher, and then I'll run 5 with the other plate. But mainly I'm curious how it interacts with the Maze Crown. If the gems don't go out at the same time, and then if they do, how does it work with the wild cards? You know, a bunch of stuff like that. I have questions, and I think other people will too. So yeah. Of course, the reason I like all of the green is because that's Liv's primary color, and we get a board full of it. That was 113, so pretty consistent so far, 114 and 113. Primary color, gem damage is always the best. The wild card won't be primary, but theoretically you will get more connections, so the damage may be close or similar, as it were. But let's find out. If it's similar, and if it interacts the same way, I'd rather use the wild card on her, free up the Green Royal Rumble for a specific green color person, but I can't think of anywhere I'd use it right off. But that doesn't matter. I digress. I wasn't going to use I wasn't going to use it on Powerhouse Hogan because I don't use a plate on Powerhouse Hogan because it slows him down and he doesn't need it. And Goldberg won't make my top showboats, so 121. That was juicy cascade. We'll run 2 more and then we'll throw the plate on. Back. Uh, 118. So 114, 113, 121, and 118 so far. Liv doesn't hit this hard against other people with tier 3 medals, by the way. That's why I don't do them in my previews and stuff, you're getting an unrealistic damage counter. She's more like gonna hit for like 90 million this way against people with tier 3 medals and stuff. So, and the fifth one we got, she's very fast this way though, and very easy to use, which is great for lazy me. Oh, that's a lot of cascade. This one's gonna be big. Oof. Yeah, it is. 135. Yikes. That was ton of cascade though. So that one's definitely an anomaly. More in the range of 114, 113, 121, 118. Probably like figure like 115 million is pretty average-ish for her that way. All right, let's toss the other plate on, the new plate, and see how it goes. Very curious how it interacts with the Maze Crown, if Maze Crown gets in the way of it, like, you know what I mean? All of that jazz. Big cascade. Ooh, wilds and greens. That was basically the same 114. That was exactly what we had on the first one on the other one. So the Maze Crown goes out at the same time, so that part is good. It doesn't add any extra time, but it might be taking damage away as well, because we're going to get some overlap. Actually, we're not getting... It's actually not overlap, is it? Because it's 20 and 30, so it's overlapped by 1 is all, theoretically. And let's see what this looks like. Kind of figured it would be about the same. I suppose I could take the May Crown off, too, and we can see what the damage is, because, you know, if you can save a plate or that kind of thing, that's fine. That's good. Definitely still hits the whole board. So if it's hitting the whole board, of course it's going to be exactly the same as the May Crown, because it's all green, right? We're blowing up the whole board and it's all green. That was 113 with no cascade. Interestingly enough, we hit 113 on the second one last time too, right? So it basically is doing the same thing with the Maze Crown. It's all green. And so far we've got the whole board every time. So well, I'll probably pop the Maze Crown off, and I would anticipate the damage goes down, to be honest. But maybe it won't, because Wildcard works funky. And if we get the gem from all of the connections, it could actually go up when we quit using the Maze Crown, which is interesting. It's just wildcards and how they work are very funky. So yeah, I think this is going to be exactly the same. Yeah, 120 versus 121. So it's exactly the same with the Maze Crown. So we need to take it off and I'll start over with seeing that because all we're getting is the green connections. So yeah, it's exactly the same. But when you remove this, the wild cards, the way it works is you get the damage from everything it matches with, right? So, you know, potentially, even though you're only blowing up the board, you're getting a lot more than, 49 gems worth of damage. So, and it potentially saves a primary plate if you have a shortage of Maze Crowns. I don't, but, you might, so. All right, here we go. $104. And this is kind of what I was thinking, is honestly I thought it would be less damage than the green one because it's not her primary color. So that was significantly less, as you can see. But I would just keep this on with the Maze Crown since I have nowhere else to use the other one, and then keep the green one free is probably what I'll end up doing. But I figured this would be interesting testing for people because it's all an apples to apples comparison. $90 million. Yeah, it's significantly worse. Significantly worse without the Maze Crown, and the Maze Crown and the Green Royal Rumble was letting us hit all greens. So I'll do one more, but we're like 10 million less, and then on the 90 we're like 15 million less, right? Like it's clearly significantly worse than the Green Royal Rumble and Maze Crown. So, and then as far as with the Maze Crown, it ends up the same because we're getting all greens. So in a lot of cases, though, it'll just straight up be worse than the primary one. Like on Powerhouse Hogan, the red is probably going to be better, which is what I anticipated, but you're never sure till you actually play them. And then in the case of Maze Crown, you can make it the same, right? And there's a 95. Yeah, this is way, way worse. So, okay, there you guys have it. Liv, I'll keep the plate on her because it's basically, well, as far as I can tell, it is the same as the Green Royal Rumble with the Maze Crown, but without the Maze Crown, it's definitely not better, right? So, I guess maybe if you just had the Green Royal Rumble and not the Maze Crown, that it might be equal to or similar. So there is that. But it's not, it's just it's a rumble plate, right? And on all gem people, it's kind of similar to their primary color. Where the heck did that Maze Crown go? I'm blind, I probably went by it like 5 times. Also have way too many plates. We need a plate filter, Scopely. Like, in the worst kind of way. Or at least group them by what they are. Like, put all of the same type together so you can tell how many you have of each gosh dang plate. And they're easier to find. There it is. All right, so there you have it. The mystery plate, I mean, it's fine. It's another Royal Rumble plate, but is it like better or anything? I don't think so. But can one do a bunch of different things? Like if you're missing a Royal Rumble plate for somebody, sure. So I think it's a fine plate. It'll work fine on Live this way, but not any better than what I had on there. Basically, just the same. So let me know what you think in the comments. Hopefully you found this video interesting. And remember to like, subscribe, and share, because that really helps me out. And that, guys, thanks for watching. Good luck out there. Very interesting. I thought just like how I go about testing something and you guys being able to see it might be interesting for you guys. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed it.